doing the weekly outlook. So today is Monday, the 14th of March. So let's have a look at some pairs. Let's first start with the dollar. I'm actually looking for a bit of a correction this week on the dollar. Super bullish price action right now, but we know it's had a big move up. We're hitting this 99 region of price, which if you look to the left on the higher time frames, it's a lot of structure to the left. Plus it's at 99 level. And we've just been on this huge impulsive move, so it needs a correction. I'm also seeing a possible sort of 4-hour pattern here forming. So what I kind of want to see is price push back up into 99 here, or even push back up into this 99 sort of 400, 500 region. And if we can respect and either here or here, then we'll see a move lower back down into 97.8, if not lower. I'm not looking for a full trend reversal, just more of a corrective move on the dollar, maybe even to come back down and test structure here, or possibly even some structure down here. But first, before that even is a possibility, we need to see what price does up in here. Like this could easily just blow through, and if that's the case, I'm just gonna be looking for a break and a retest of 99,500 sort of region for a move higher from there. But right now I am favoring the downside sort of slight corrective move, but we'll see what happens. CAD JPY. So a lot of you guys, I've just cleared my charts off, but a lot of you guys caught and are still holding this trade from last week when I had the bottom of this range printed out. So it started off as like a 1 to 4, 1 to 5, I believe, up into this sort of 90 level. And then quite a few of you are still holding this. So it's become like a 1 to 10, which is just insane. I know a few of you have passed your FTMOs, which is amazing. So congratulations to that. It's a blessing for me to be able to help you guys achieve that. So congratulations. Just make sure going forward, as you move on to your funded account or your verification account, you make sure you keep that risk management in check. Don't let the emotions get the best of you. So what I'm looking for on USDCAD right now is we're above this 92 sort of level here. What I want to see is price come down as it is now, test this level a few times, maybe on the 1 hour, the 30 minute, and then look for a buy up into 92,800, 93. So if we get a nice move like that, that'd be a really easy, quick trade. A nice, 80 to 100 pips. Again, if price was to come down like the 1 hour and do something like this, let's say you got to buy in and around here, 25 pips, or let's say 20 pips is kind of, 25 is sort of the biggest I do. And then into 92.8, 93, let's go 92.8. That'd give a nice little, again, 1 to 4, 1 to 3.7, but then if you hit 93, you'd be looking around a 1 to 4.63. So let's see what happens. But now let's also flip the bias. Let's say that this doesn't hold above this 92 level, which I think it will. Then what we're going to be looking for is really just, as always, guys, just a break and a retest of 92 for a move lower. Just be aware of the structure here, because what could always happen is this could come down, test, and then respect. But if we break this level as well, then you can get a second position back down in a 90. Well, I don't think that will happen. Just keep that in mind if the 4 hour and we start seeing, a lot of bearish pressure below this 92 region as well. Next one, NZDUSD. So that buy had a nice little push up, exhausted at 0.68, sort of 500 region, and then since fell over. What I'd be looking for here is, let's have a look. This is a pretty strong level of structure. I'd be looking for buys from here and just see if we can get a buy back up into here. And if this breaks, you can take it back up into here at this 0.688. But just be aware that this, again, similar to CAD, if you get a buy from here, this could easily push back up and then reverse. Well, I don't think that would happen. Again, you have to be ready for anything. So what I would be looking for here is obviously make sure the daily respects this level and see if you can get some clear patterns, double bottoms, triple bottoms, nice bullish rejections for a nice buy up into 0.68. And then if we break that, looking to hold it up here. Otherwise, again, let's flip it. Let's say that structure is broken. You could look for a break, retest of 0.67500 for a move lower down into this sort of 0.66800 region through here. So just keep that in mind. 0.66800. Is that 800? Yeah, anywhere sort of through here, I'd be watching price if it breaks, of course. But right now, I would definitely be favoring the buy setup based on the current price action. Gold, I'm honestly not too interested in. I know quite a few of you guys caught this sell. Fucking unreal move on this. Really clean price action here. Little double top at 2,000 level. I mean, there's so much exhaustion here. Easy price action. A little nice at 1 to 5. I'm honestly not too interested in gold, to be honest. It's very messy. But if I know a lot of you guys like me covering it, so what I'd be looking for here is really a push down to this 19-20 level. If this can find support, obviously be looking for buys. Otherwise, if it breaks, you'll see this come down to 18, sort of 80 1890 region. But again, I would see something like this play out first, I would imagine, or even back up into the highs. I mean, guys, with gold, you guys know it's a safe haven. So with everything going on in the world right now with Russia, Ukraine, you know, it can be very, very volatile. I mean, just look at this. So messy. Up, down. Like, these are huge moves. Like, this is a huge move. Look at this. It's just a monster of a move. So keep that in mind. You know, gold's very, very volatile. I suggest not trading it unless you're very, very experienced with it and you understand the movements. Otherwise, for a newer trader, it could just demolish you. It really could just blow through your account. So just make sure if you are trading it, you have risk management in mind, and you're strict with it, just especially considering what's going on in the world right now. It's a safe haven currency. So, if the whole Russia-Ukraine thing was to worsen, again, it's most likely we'll see gold go to the highs again because it's a safe haven. GA, so I'm not going to cover AU this week. Kind of messy. Nothing really here worth covering. I'm not really liking any of this, so I'm just going to leave that alone. I will cover GA. I had a few people ask me to cover this. So right now, what I would be looking for is a possible sell from this 1.8 or 500 region. If this does respect, I'd be looking for this to come back down and trade the range. It's the third tap of the range, highest probability tap of the range, also a key price level, clear structure. I'd be looking for this to come back down and just continue ranging. As I always say, trade the range until the range is broken. So I'd be looking for this to come back down, test this, and then if that comes down respects, look for the buy, and then this might break out to the upside, or you could hedge it, and then the sell could you could take the buy for a hedge, and then the sell might play out, and then the buy is a loss, but then you could take a profit on the sell. So it's a nice little range it's in, very, very big. GA makes some very, very big moves, from here to here, for example. Now that's 300 pips. That's a beautiful. I mean, that can be a monster of a trade. So really, really nice. Now let's say this was to break out in the next few hours and close above, then you're simply just looking for a retest of this to take this into the highs. This thing needs a huge, huge retracement. So if this does do this, I don't think it will, but if it does, like long term, you could see 1.84 hit again. There's a lot of structure here, though. It'd most likely print along the way. 1.82, 1.83. These are definitely levels you want to be aware of. But right now, because it is respecting structure at this key price level, 1.80500, I would be favoring sells. What I'd be looking for on the 1 hour, for example, 1 hour, 30 minute is maybe a big bearish push down, maybe even a little retest, and then a move down from there. So that'd be a really nice sell. So yeah, make sure you're looking for that. Otherwise, it will close above and then break higher. News-wise this week, guys, I don't really care about the news, as I say in every video, but there's a few things you should be, aware of just in case it brings some volatility into the market or manipulation. The main ones being on Wednesday this week, we have a Fed interest rate decision coming out of the U.S. along with FOMC, the Fed press conference, and we also have CAD inflation rate on the same day. So, for example, CAD JPY would definitely be moving, and if you trade USDCAD as well, that will most likely be moving. And then Thursday, we have some interest rate decision for GBP. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else. Inflation rate for JPY as well. But again, I don't trade the news. The news doesn't affect how I trade. I don't follow the news. I don't read the news. I'm just aware of what time certain things come out because it might bring some more manipulation or volatility. So that way I can, adjust my stop losses or just be aware of where I'm entering at that given time. Make sure, guys, you're using risk management. Have a great week. Enrollment to the mentorship program is still currently open. I will be closing it off shortly once it grows a little bit more. I'm all about just I want to help everyone get funded. I have quite a few funded traders in there, and it's like a family in there. So I don't want to let too many people in. I always want a solid group of people that can help. And then once they've gone full time, and I can open it back up for others to join. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Have a great week, and I'll be putting up another video on Wednesday for a midweek update. Thanks, guys, and happy trading.